All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to twitch.tv/HobbyBoxBurns. I am Joe Burns, HobbyBoxBurns, and we are going to be chilling with big follows. Right off the top of the stream. Gotta love it. So welcome. We are going to just be relaxing here this afternoon with some crafting and gathering. That's my white mage. Don't worry about that. We'll be switching out of that pretty quickly once we get into the game. But so not really in celebration, but in celebration of Ultros finally finishing the Ishgardian restoration this morning, which was a lot of fun to see that completed and to see the statue unveiled. So yeah, we're just gonna chill here and work on getting some of my classes leveled a little bit here as a nice end of the work week with a little bit of fun work before we get into the weekend. So I hope everybody's doing a-okay today. I am going to settle in a bit here so then we can get ready to see what all we can do here. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to start. So if we look at all of my classes, currently right now I have the level 35 quests for all three of the Disciples of the Land. So for Miner, Botanist, and Fisher. The Fisher one, I'm not 100% sure what we need to do with that one, but that one will probably be the hardest one. So why don't we start with that? And then what we'll do is, once we turn in those and see what level we end up with for those classes, then whatever main area we're in there, I think what we'll do is try to get those classes that are in that area to level 15. So if we're in Gridania, we'll try to get, I believe it's Leatherworker and Blacksmith, I believe? Or Armorer. I think it's Leatherworker and Armorer are in Gridania. If we're in Ul'dah, we'll do Blacksmith, Culinarian. Carpenter, but Carpenter's at 17, so we wouldn't be touching that one at that point. The goal is to try to level all of these at the same time so that I can pare down what I need for my armory chest. And I figured, I don't know, fun to just sit here and chat with whoever is interested in chatting. So we'll switch to our fisherman class. I'm not a huge fan of this getup, but it is what it is. So we need to go to Forgotten Springs. And Lord knows I have no idea where that is off the top of my head. It's in Thanalan. Alright. So, before we teleport to Forgotten Springs, let's make whoa, no, we don't need the esthetician. Yes, it does look like we sold one thing here, so let's see if it was one of our more expensive items. Nope, just the Yugrum salmon that we put up for sale last Crafting and Gathering stream. So since we sold it since, I think we did that on Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. Probably not enough to really take any of that money or that gil back. So we're sitting at close to 3.1 million gil. So we're up a little bit from before. Been selling some more stuff on the market. Also, since we unlocked the Doman Restoration, I've sold a few more things there. So that is good. Now, let's jump to Forgotten Springs. So yeah, last night when I was on, I was doing the Hildebrand quest line, because I'm doing that off stream. At some point, we might do New Game Plus of all of the Hildebrand stuff. Once I'm fully caught up on all of it, just to experience that the greatness that is the Hildebrand quest line on stream, because it is phenomenal. Friend of Toctics, you say? Sure, Dune fished my fair share of desert catfish. Never eat them, though. Know that much. Only ever use them as sandworm bait. Thought of eating desert catfish hadn't occurred to me until the goblin devoured it before my eyes. Still wouldn't touch them myself. Different fish for different folk, as they say. No problem fishing them out, though. Can't even tell you how it's done. Just comes down to the right bait in the right place. Nothing to it, really. Easy as dropping a line with some sand leeches at the fishing hole east of Bayergot's Strike, near the Amalja encampment. Not the same as sea fishing here in the dunes, mind you. Real test of your reel out there. Trick is to hold on when it flails. Only takes one to make a day's haul of good hunting. So we have to catch a desert catfish. And there's a way to... So let's see here. Is it... Let's take a look at our actions here again. Snagging. Adds extra hooks to the line, making it possible to land normally uncatchable fish and items. I don't think that's what we need to do. I think we just need to find the spot out in the desert. Hey, Dune Angler, you'd think that would be what we'd be looking for, huh? Okay, so let's see. Spoonworm isn't going to be what we need. Let's see if this gives us any help. Strike to seek out a fishing hole east of Bayergot's sand leeches. Do I have any sand leeches? Lugworm. Do not have... Okay, so let's go back to Forgotten Springs and see if they have sand leeches there for sale. Here's hoping. Otherwise, it's going to be a trip back to town to buy some. Let's see if he says anything about that. Sand leeches? Oh. Okay. Nope, he says nothing. Is this the shopkeep? Nope. It looks like it's behind here. Or up top? There is a shopkeep here. Oh, right here? Okay, yeah, so no luck on being able to buy sand leeches here. So that's fun. Right, let's go back. Actually, let's go to Limsa, because that's where fishing is based out of. And that might be a better chance of getting the sand leeches. So yeah, hope you all had a good week. I am glad it's the weekend. And I'm glad it's warming up outside. A balmy 18 degrees Fahrenheit today. Which, you know, up until a couple days ago, it had been below zero for quite a while, so... Alright, so all else fails, we can go to the market board to get it, but we're going to try to... Hey! Happy Friday, Club Soda! Or Ben, I don't know if you which you prefer. Let's see. That's a Battlecraft supplier, so we're looking for a Fieldcraft supplier. Hope you had a good week. Hope everything's going well down Mankato way. Fieldcraft supplier. All right, let's see if we can get our sand leeches here. There we go. Let's see. I don't know if we want to get 99 of them. 51 sounds like a good number, though. And so now, do I have to... Okay, it expands it. Okay, good. Alright, so now, back to where we were. Forgotten Springs. You don't mind either? All previous warrants are now expired. Okay, good, good. That is good. Alright, so we gotta find this buyer gots. So it's kind of over here, it must be. Let's see, wherever we can find that on the map. Is it Buyer Got Strike? I don't think it was Buyer Got Strike. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. So, let's go until we find that. Down this away. Oh, okay. Well, this kind of makes sense. Looks different. There they are. So now we just gotta find where exactly we can cast this. Oh, whoa, whoa. Is it going to be behind this area here? That is the one thing I wish in these quests it would kind of tell you. Must be back in this crevasse here. This looks like this might be promising. There we go. Alright, we're in business now. So now we need a desert catfish. Which was the, isn't that, whoops. Isn't that a, it's Kissed by a Rose, not Desert Rose, by Seal. Got a sandfish. Ooh, do I have to mooch to get the catfish? That actually seems like it might be what would need to happen. I had to mooch to get a different catfish before. Let's give it a shot. It's the worst thing that can happen. We have plenty of inventory space. So yeah, you know, just chilling with the line in the sand. Damn it. Well, that was a failure. A few different fish we could catch here. Alright. Sand bream. Okay, cast again. So this one isn't too bad if we only need one of them. Some of these fishing ones where you need to get like 10 of them kind of take forever. Alright, so it's not a It's not a high quality one, so we can't mooch with this, so. Always curious if I need to use like the powerful hook set on some of these or not to make sure we catch them. Hey, we leveled up. That's good. I mean, it would be perfect if we could, it'd be perfect if we could get, when we turn this in to 40, save us having to try to grind levels as a fisherman, which is really hard. Or they call it fisher, sorry. Because I guess of all things, I'm a fisherwoman right now. Try to see. Don't see anything down there. Would be interesting if that was the thing in real life. Kind of like sand sharks. Just another reason to stay away from the desert, though. I think sand is pretty terrible all around. Some people like love the feeling of a beach, but like maybe it's just from like working with cement, and like a lot of times you use sand to fill things in, depending upon what kind of soil you got around, and it just gets everywhere, you know. And like that feeling of going to the beach and you go into the water and you come out and then it's just like you're caked in sand with whatever touches. I just can't stand that. Must be like the trauma I had in my previous existence as sandpaper. Tried to write a movie about that, called it True Grit, but they already made one. Made 2 movies about that, so couldn't get it optioned. I think I do have to mooch the thing. So I need to get a high quality one. I think I have an ability that allows me to try to increase the chances of getting high quality. I'm pretty sure that's patience, so we might have to do that. I do also wonder if we need to do the snagging. Oh, that one got away. Alright, so let's throw out some patience here and see if we can get luckier. Oh, yes, if you get sand in your camping tent, burn the tent and start over. Exactly. It's kind of like getting glitter on anything, like in a house. You really just got to torch the thing and just, well, it was nice having that. Ugh, we're having some terrible luck here. I guess I have to keep burning GP to try to make sure we grab these things. So use our precision hook set. Alright, so we got a sandfish, so now we mooch with this thing. Alright, and now we could possibly do powerful hook set once we get the next thing on the line. And I'm hoping that's going to be the desert catfish. The other catfish we had to mooch for, so I'm going to guess that's maybe a thing here. A commonality. Ben, when all of us played WoW way back when, did you ever get into WoW when we did? We played a lot at your guys' place, but I don't remember that you ever actually got into it or had any interest in it. Ooh, well, that's a level 50 fish, though. So that still works. That wasn't what we were looking for. Alright, well, let's try to do multiple hooks here. See if that's what we need to do to get this desert catfish. After a few more castings, if we don't catch something, if we don't catch the catfish that we need, then we consult IT to get help. Storm Rider. That sounds like that would be like a butt rock song. Storm Rider. Going through the sand and the storm, Storm Rider. It writes itself, really. Never got into WoW? Feeling like you missed out on the WoW heydays? Well, yeah. I mean, just like any of these like long-standing games, they kind of have their waves. Like last year, WoW Classic came out, and so that was kind of a resurgence of people getting back into WoW, because it was like, hey, I'm playing the same game I played exactly almost, like from X years ago. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. If we keep catching these Storm Riders, I think we turn the snagging off. If that's not what's going to get us this desert catfish. What? What? Failures. Alright, so we got another 20 seconds on our precision here. Yeah, because we hit it hard that one summer, and then it died off fairly fast when the people that had more time were able to, like, get a lot farther than, like, me, and then I was just like, well, I'm so far behind you guys, I don't think there's any way I'm catching up. Alright, so let's try mooching again here and see if we can't get lucky and get this desert catfish now. If we don't get it off of this, then I'll look it up. I really don't understand when powerful hook set's available and when it's not. Alright, let's try turning snagging off. And then let's give this a go again. I know I said I was going to look it up, but try maybe one or two more times. Hopefully, like, that level 50 might sell for decent if it's used in a lot of recipes. A dust fish? Well, at least that's a new fish. Hey, and we're almost to level 38. That's kind of good. Desert. Desert Rose was a thing, though. What am I thinking that was from? Oh, is that from the stupid... That is. That's from the stupid It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode. Where Dee dates the... Dee ends up dating the veteran from Afghanistan. And Desert Rose was like her username or something like that. That's why that's... Oh, yeah, Sting did the song with that too, didn't he? How did that go? For some reason, I can only think of... Okay, so it's not mooched. So there is that. Leveled up again, that's good. Alright, so how in the world... How to catch... Oh. I do hate, like, on phones sometimes, they're so touchy with, like, going back. Yeah, it doesn't say that it's anything special. So it's just, I guess, being patient. Which is not a strong suit of mine. So, we'll see, though. We'll see here. I think that's why in real life and in fake life, maybe fishing isn't my strong suit. I absolutely enjoy going out on a boat on the water or sitting by the water, but the effort of trying to catch fish in the water, I don't know, never jives. Hopefully I don't run out of bait. We're about halfway through it. Should have gotten 99, I guess. Rule of thumb. New rule. Another sandfish. So let's see here. Okay, so we have literally caught almost everything here except for a desert catfish. Alright, well, keep trying. Oh, the Sting song is like, no, I don't think that's it. The tangents my brain gets on, and then just can't get away from it. I'm pretty sure the Sting song goes dunk 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 dunk. I can mooch with one of these, huh? I have a feeling I won't be able to catch whatever fish I could mooch with that big of a fish. I'm probably not a high enough level. But if I can land it, that might be some pretty good experience for me where I'm at. I better focus. Here, this is a clutch opportunity. Oh, what do we got? A dune manta. Now we really have almost caught everything here. 2 fish left. One of which is a desert catfish. I think. It starts with a Middle Eastern feel. I'm probably going to have to look it up at this point. I can play like a couple seconds of it without getting a copyright strike, I'd think. I'll play it on my phone, then it'll be distant, too. Oh, I don't think I'm at the right fishing hole. I need to find the Segoli Dunes fishing hole. So it said it was where there were a Amalja, I think. Near an Amalja east. Okay. East. East-west. Home is best. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be somewhere over here. So we... okay. Because it's by this encampment. Or near it. Is it going to be like up on there, maybe? Next to those worms? Because this is that's the encampment that it's talking about. It's funny having my Ultros pet here, my Ultros minion, because he makes water noises. So that's very fitting for when we're fishing in the desert. Ah! I think we found it. I think we found it. I think we found it. Watch us get it at first cast here. Nope. Okay, so let's see. How many different fish do they have here? Oh, it's even fewer fish. It's going to be this bad boy right here, I bet. Alright, so let's cast out again, and then let's find this out. Advertisement. Colgate. Storm Rider. We'll have to write that song by the end of this. Oh, okay, yes. Okay. Okay, I remember that song now. Thanks for the assist on that one, Ben. It was going to keep gnawing at me. Though I do think that is the name that they used in that episode, too. I'm pretty sure. Though it's been a while since I've actually seen it. She thinks he's, like, gonna be wounded like Lieutenant Dan or something like that, or have PTSD, and then it's really just he tweaked his knee and he's fine. I don't know. Such a stupid episode. Right. How we doing on bait? Ooh. We got 17 more attempts. Let's hope we can do it in that. Damn it. Alright, we have to make sure we can do a precision hook set here. What? Okay, I need to look at that. Powerful hook set. Negates the inefficient hooking status. Has no effect on certain fish with a weak bite. Okay, so for some fish you can't cast it, it seems. Or maybe it's harder to cast. I don't know. Is Stig still around? Does he still do music? He seems like the type of guy that I haven't really seen do much of anything recently. Not that I've ever really been, like, actively looking for Sting's music. Hooked on the reeling, bum, ba, bum. High on believing, I'll catch this desert catfish. Bum, bum. Fish lips as sweet as candy. Boop, 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 boop. Hey. We'll take the experience. Huh. little patience here. Okay, and then I can use this to remove it being harder. I see. So you gotta sync. Okay, now it makes sense when it's available and not available. Took a while to figure it out. Alright, just give us the catfish. That's all we want. Alright, let's try it again. Nope. Oh, there's a fate over here, too. Is this Desert Rose? Alright, cast quick while we're still got precision up. This is kind of close to that, right? Be it, be it, be it. We got plenty of those dust fish. Well, I'm going to get my wish of getting us to level 40 with this quest. Now I just need my wish that we catch this catfish in the next 8 casts. That is going to be the, that's the canon name of this song now. Instead of Desert Rose, it's Desert Catfish. Even though I've heard it many times before. Not just when trolling for catfish here. Maybe that's the problem. Like, maybe I need to be noodling, because that's how you get catfish, is you noodle it with your arm. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. I don't know if my arm can get down low enough, though, in this steep ravine that I'm fishing in. Well. 5 left. We don't need 99 of them. Well, I mean, we got more experience, I guess. Yeah, this is the right fishing hole now. Alright, I was too late. Yeah. So there's 3 fish left that I need to catch. It didn't say it needed to be a certain time of day. But I guess at least we know like where we need to go to do it if I have to go back and get more bait for it. We'll see. We'll see if we can get clutch here. We have 2 more attempts. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, let's try going a little bit different spot here and see. We weren't in the desert catfish hole. This is what's going to do it for us, I think. Funny catfishing story. You were at the Notre Dame game right after Manti Te'o's girlfriend died. Rip in peace, fake girlfriend. Rip in peace. Right. Well, back to get more sand leeches. That's alright. We're just chilling. We're chilling, guys. It's fine. It's fine. We're not frustrated. We're not annoyed at this being, like, just annoying. It's fine. Oh, Manti Te'o. Is he still in the NFL? I think he is, right? Does he play for, like, Atlanta? Or something like that? I mean, he wasn't, like, terrible in the NFL, right? He started in San Diego, if I'm not mistaken. And then, is he like at Atlanta or something like that now? Because his is one of those names, like, he's recognizable enough that when you see it on a roster, you're like, oh yeah, that's where he's at now. But whether I filed that name, that information properly or not, or if it's up to date, like, that's the other question. Maybe? Alright. Now watch it be like the first one. Actually, let's do this. Let's get some sand geckos too, because I saw online that it said... Oh. Okay, well, forget it. Let's not get some sand geckos. Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let's learn from our mistakes. Although after this, I don't know that I ever really am gonna need to do a ton of sand fishing again. But who knows? Bum. Good thing is we can just fly over there now that we know where we're going. It's not too far away. And we're going to set up shop this time outside of the encampment. Maybe that's going to be better luck for us. Whoa! Oh, I thought I was flying much higher than that. Alright. Down on this side of things now. Alright, we still got the sand leeches selected. Let's hope for better luck this time. Bum, 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 bum. Right? I suppose. How many of these things do I have right now? Like, some of these I could probably stop catching some of them. So I could start, like, releasing some. Alright. We'll try a little precision here. Maybe it's just maybe my precision's not high enough. Like maybe this is where I'm running into issues. I need to have my perception up higher or something like that. Not precision, perception. Nope. Didn't catch that fish. No luck. Let's see here. Perception 105, gathering 134. I mean, that should be pretty good. Let's eat some mutton stew. I think that's the only thing I have here. I'm gonna have to make some more mutton stew or buy some more. So that should be boosting my GP and my gathering. GP, my gathering points. And we'll go a couple here. Head maybe down the line a little bit. And oh, can't mooch with that one. See somebody else over there. Oh, that apparently made me put away my rod. Easy rod. Easy rod. Alright, well, let's try down the line a little bit. I won't distract the other fisher person here. Why not? Seems like fun. Risk it for the biscuit, as they say. Hey! No, that's not it. Double mooching, so you can cast another fish after you catch that one. That's pretty bonkers. Like a nesting doll of fish. Do you get all three fish when you catch them then? Or is the idea that like one's too digested, the two are too digested? Because in essence you would think you could like nesting doll them out of each other. Like, just practically speaking, like, that's how fish physics work, I would think. Then again, the one might be a little more mangled or whatever. The Seeker of Skill here, huh? I'm gonna go down over here. Try a new crevasse. Oh, we can't cast there. Oh yeah, we could. I mean, one would think eventually this has to work, right? I mean, all else fails, we just buy one. There is always that option. I don't want to stoop to it, but there is always that option. I do wonder if people like sell them at a premium too. Oh, maybe that's it. I gotta turn the... I need to turn the light on in the end of my rod. This is gonna be the one now. The first one that I... Huh. Alright, well, cast again. You're killing me, game. You're killing me. Oh, is there really a thing here? Alright, we're going back. Alright. There might be one other thing that we're missing that I don't think it really told us, and this could be old. Alright, we're going to go to this other shop up in here. Up in here. Up in here. I guess, is that my subconsciously call for help that I'm losing my mind? Possibly. Another junkmonger. No, that's not a thing. Alright, let's go to the mender here. Let's see. Inside or up top? Oh, he's outside. Over here. Merchant and mender. So yeah, I can buy sand leeches here apparently. So there's that. Let's do this. Also here. Did say that I could land them with geckos. Oh, and of course my inventories. Sad thing is your head went to that song immediately too. DMX, he's parasitic, I guess. Alright. We'll try a sand gecko here. See if we have better luck. Like, the odds should not be this... Oh, I didn't change my... Well, we'll try one more this way. And then... The odds should not be this low to be catching this fish if it's needed for a quest. So I'm either doing something wrong... I don't know. Alright. We are changing over to our sand gecko here. Save up to 15% with sand gecko. It was actually quite a bit more expensive, but I'm level 40 now, so I can actually use the bait. I wasn't experienced enough to use it before. But, you know, you fish for about 70 times in a place. I guess you would learn the ins and outs of the place to some extent. Well, I caught another thing that I haven't caught before. So there is that. That's a good sign, catching something different. Until that's all we catch now. Because we have quite literally now caught... Oh, I mean, we must have caught one of those antlion slugs before, because I thought that was already filled in our fishing log. Alright, let's try moving down the line here a little bit. And maybe this is like the joys of fishing. It's like, you know, it just takes a while to catch the things you need, you know? You know, and maybe that's appealing to some people. It's just, it's making me question life decisions is what it's doing. It's like this deep introspection now of, am I really, did I really make the right decisions to get here to the point where I've now cast into the sand about 70, 80 times to just catch this one type of fish and not land it at once. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to speak in Morse code to the fish. Is that gonna work? We'll try that next time. Oh, can't mooch with that. Alright. So, I'm really only catching those antlion slugs, so maybe the gecko's not working, so... I almost finished SOS. We'll see if that person catches on. Oh, they left us. Nope. Hey! All right. We did it. Holy heck. Hallelujah. Where's the Thailand? Ah. All right. So you can't see the chat box. The chat box is like right where I'm at on the screen. I just saw somebody talking in the world that I'm teleporting into. You don't want to ruin your life like I have. I'm in the same spot, dude. Alright. To turn this fishing quest in, and I guess get the next one. I mean, the fact that I had to fish as long as I did, I guess is at least... It means that it's limited the amount that I'm going to have to fish in the future. So we gotta always look for the silver linings here. Fishbringer, find tasty fresh fish cat in Sandylands for friendly friend Tucktix. Sure did. It was perfectly easy. I was not frustrated in any way, shape, or form, Tucktix. Tucktix is Thanksgiving to Fishbringer for lip-smacking fish cat. Fish cat nose strings make for strengthful satchel strands. Tucktix trades tongue flaps with Lingsath for fancy cooking of fish cat in Bismarck. Lingsath only fancy cooks after shoplock because of strengthful fish cat odor. Fishbringer make Tucktix one happy gobby. See, it was all worth it. Okay, now. Angler's hat, huh? So it looks like the two bigger increases are the boarskin gloves of gathering, which will increase our gathering by 6. This maybe is also a pretty good increase. The apprentice's doublet. So there is that. Shoes aren't as big of an increase. And the hat isn't either. The goggles aren't bad, to be honest. That hat is kind of cool, though. The good thing about the goggles is that I can use them for both crafting and gathering classes, which is good because that's going to get us away from the problems that we've been having. I'm going to go with the hat, though. And then we'll get the gloves and the doublet with the other two classes. And then we get honeyworms. And a new rod, which should help us with things, too. So, level 41 now. So, after we do this... There we go. And then we'll put the hat on. There, see, look at that. And then we can register that. Ah, that's a decent look for me. It kind of matches my ugly shirt. The shirt's very chesty, though. I don't know. I don't know if I really... I don't know if that's like a fishing thing. Like... So let's see. Sissy Poo would have you assist with a request of some importance. Fishing in the rain. Just the fisher I was hoping to see. Uncanny timing as always. The celebrity you've achieved has resulted in more obscure requests than I know what to do with. Your dune fishing escapades in particular have raised eyebrows. The truly eccentric requests I've seen fit to turn away, but who can say no to the Bruguiere Consortium? I, for one, cannot, but perhaps you'll have something else to say when you speak with Cybele. She's waiting for you outside the guild. Alright, short walk. We'll take that. There she is. Ah, Callista, I take it. The legend said you were svelte, but failed to mention how voluptuous... Okay, chesty shirt's working, apparently. I have no doubt that our time together will be advantageous to us both. She's coming on awful strong. To business, then. I want you to bring me rain callers from Gridania's Jadeite Flood. However, there's a catch to this catch. The rain callers spend most of their time lying dormant on the bed of the water, active only when the rains come. Keep an eye to the skies. You'll need the fish to be aroused, so that they'll bite at the bait. Stem borers are most effective, or so I'm told. As to why we want them, well, the fish are prized by wealthy Uldans for possessing certain properties. Ah, so they're like an aphrodisiac, I'm guessing. And it is the custom of the Bruguiere Consortium to fulfill unconventional needs and desires. 5 rain callers are all required to satisfy these aristocrats' needs. Okay. Question. Someone getting into the Final Fantasy games. Would you recommend starting with the original, the latest game, or a certain game in between? Very good question. And I, not meaning to be a dick, but I think it really comes down to, like, okay, being a dick, I'm gonna answer your question with a question. Like, if you were going to play, like, what type of a game do you enjoy playing? Because I think that kind of would help to determine, like, are you looking for graphics? Are you looking for more action-oriented or more laid-back, kind of, like, turn-based oriented? Because then that would change how I would recommend it. So if you're looking for something more action-oriented, I would say Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 7 Remake would be a good place to start, because those have more action-oriented combat and much better graphics. If you are more looking for something a little more, I wouldn't say lighthearted, but like a little more laid-back, slower pace, and you don't mind like older school-looking graphics, I would say you could either go with Final Fantasy 4 or Final Fantasy 6, or Final Fantasy 9. All 3 of those are good recommendations, I would say. A lot of people really like Final Fantasy 12. I never really played it that much. That's like one of them that I just missed out on, so I can't say a whole lot to that. Final Fantasy 10 is also really good. It's still a turn-based combat system. You know, and that actually would maybe be, if you're not sure where anything would go, that would maybe be a good one to start with. Final Fantasy 10, and then from there you can kind of branch out looking at if you want something more action-oriented. So, stem borers. I don't know why I always do that. Okay, so we have 0 slots in our inventory. So hopefully that helps. I know I threw a lot out at you. Unless you're like really interested in either something a little bit slower paced or something more action oriented, I would recommend kind of an in-between with Final Fantasy X. It has a little bit of clunkiness, but it's pretty solid. It has voice acting, so it's interesting to watch. You don't have to read everything. That was the first Final Fantasy with voice acting. So yeah, I think you do have to read some of the things. Not everything's voice acted, but I think that would be my recommendation from a starting point. Hopefully that was helpful. I do love Final Fantasy games, though. And there is something with going back to the original one. The original one is very, very old school, though. There's no hand-holding. Sometimes it doesn't really tell you where to go next because the manual kind of told you. I think it's really good to go back and see where it started. But that's probably only if you were really into the series and kind of wanted to see where it started. Alright, so we gotta sell some stuff, or at least get some stuff out of our inventory here so that I can. Okay, oh, well, we could sell that. So So those don't sell for much. I have 6 of them. Those don't sell much at all. Yeah. Although it's because of this guy. All right. Let's play the game a little bit here. Let's play the game a little bit here. Though I don't know if I can do it from here. That was the Sandbream. Sandbream. We are going to make countless mistakes here. Sand break. Sand breakfast. Gonna have my sand breakfast. Okay. We're gonna buy out those cheap Sandbreams. And then what we're gonna do is turn around and sell all of them for a more expensive price. So then 200, we can set these at 200. Or we could actually, yeah, let's not undercut people. We're just if people want a lot of Sandbreams. And I guess I don't even know. Let's look here. There's no recipes for them. So I don't know if people will actually ever buy them. And then it looks like we could do... Let's do 45 for these ones. Okay. Antlion slugs. Those also don't really have a whole lot of a market. Storm Riders don't seem to have much of a market. Dustfish. What about our Dune Mantas? Ooh, I like that price. $7.59. And then we'll sell this other one for... Let's hit the 201 price. What about our Sigoli Monkfish? Ooh, I like that price too. Alright. Were the high quality dustfish worth much? Not really. Dumpy. Did he have them at 100? I don't want them in my inventory, so we'll try to sell them. Oh. And then these were at... we'll set these at 98. I should be checking to see if I can actually make any recipes with any of these. Does not look like it. So we'll put this one at 201. And then we'll put this, since it's the only high quality one, we could set the price for that. I highly doubt it's worth 1,000. But if people want to buy it, we'll let people buy it. Alright, that gives us a little bit of breathing room here on the inventory space. So that is nice. Okay, so I was gonna look here then at this. So that sells for 41. We don't have a full spirit bond for that. So then we're going to make a quick trip to the Doman Enclave to sell a couple of things out of our inventory. All right, yeah. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by, Ben. Hope you have fun skating with the kids. That rink looks awesome. That's pretty cool that you put that up in your yard. Have a good weekend. So we won't be able to sell the goggles yet because we're still using them on a couple of classes. So maybe we're jumping the gun a little bit on going to the donation basket. But I do want to get rid of this fishing rod that we're not using. Ooh, we need to swap that out. So let's go to our weaver here quickly. That is one thing that I got to get better at, is once I get a new main hand item, I need to equip that. So copper needle can go. Oh, and add that. Let's see. It doesn't look like there's anything else in here that I'm ready to sell yet. Oh. Some of that headgear I'm holding on to yet for a while. Bum, 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 bum. I do really love that this song is in this game, though. Okay. That's going to get sold. Because we don't need the same type of thing that can be equipped at the same level. So anything that has the same levels. So this is magic. That's going to be our combat classes. So we'll keep that. This I think we can get rid of too. Those we need to hold on to even though we don't have them. Are these better? Oh, those are 30 though. Yeah, we're going to need these once we get some of our crafters up to 15. Thank you so much for your contribution. We pray you will favor us with your generosity in the future as well. Yeah, we just started that this week. Okay, so next then... Actually, let's take a quick break. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a moment to jump into either botany or minor. We got to see which one I feel like going to next. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back. So... now, to figure out which one we're going to go, which direction we're going next. Actually, I think I'm just going to go for mining next. And then we'll end up with botany. So, where do we have to go for mining? Amethysts are forever. So Central Shroud. Oh, perfect. Although this one we probably, for the botany, we probably have to go somewhere else, right? Little Alamigo. That'll work. That'll work. All right. So we need to go... Hope Seed Pond in the Central Shroud. So we'll transport to Bent Branch and then go from there. Sorry, I just had to fix my mouse cursor a little bit. That was in the way of seeing some things. All right. Hope Seed Pond. Where the heck are you? Lilystone. That sounds like somewhere you go to mine. Hope Seed Pond. Oh, I should hold on. No, we'll go. We'll go. Sorry. Let's zoom out a little bit. Is it up? Yep, it's... Oh. Well, at least this isn't a tricky area with lots of monsters. Alright, so I should have changed over to Miner. I hardly knew her before, so that I had my sneak up. But, alright, so let's go to some of our nodes here. And let's see if we can... So we need raw amethysts of high quality. So I believe unearth... Oh, let's select it first. Raw amethysts, high quality. So let's increase our quality up as high as we can go. And there we go. Off to a good start. Let's hope we can continue that. Try to avoid getting hit by these dudes. There's our mineral deposits are up there. See, this is a lot more relaxing than the fishing is for me. I don't know why. There's still the randomness. You know, I'm still only getting... I suppose it's because I can see what I'm getting, even though I didn't get any high qualities there. Let's do this. Okay, that just increases getting one for sure. Leveled up, that's good. Alright. Try not to run into the bad dudes. Oh! Oh! Stuck. Alright, this is a good node. 26% chance. So 1/4 of a chance of getting high quality. That didn't net out in actuality, though. We have that other node down the to the north. We should probably try going over to that one sometime, too. Alright, so... And also to fill out my log, I suppose, at some point I should just grab a peridot, grab a granite. Alright, we're back up to 100. Ooh, and I do need more mutton stew to increase my gathering potential. There we go. We got 2 of them out of that one. That was good. Ooh, don't run into that guy. Really don't want to get killed. Head over to this one. Do a little sprint action. We'll give it a second here. Maybe not. We'll just go with it. Okay. No luck there. It would be nice if, like, you could get, like, a... If there was a way that you could, like, process the things afterwards. So, like, merge 5 of them together to make one high quality. I suppose that kind of breaks the economy of the game, though, so that's why they don't have an option like that. Unearth is procced now. Or available. Hey! Woo! That worked. We'll take that. Don't quite have Unearth back up yet. I don't know. This stuff is kind of fun. Mindless time sinks. Sometimes you just need that after a long week, right? Oh, nothing. Nothing. You get nothing. Run over to this one. Though I should maybe save the run for when I have to go all the way back over. The sprint. When I have to go all the way back over to the other one. So here, unlocking this one, I might actually not get to level 40 with turning in this quest. Since I'm down at 37 right now. I guess we'll see how this goes. Let's take a look here. Just 1 second to make sure I'm not missing something else that's going to help us here. Okay, so that just increases the number by 1. Increases the number of items obtained when gathering by 1. That's like all my GP, though. And that's only if I don't think I can get right now a chain of 4. I still haven't figured out why I only get 4 strikes at each one. I'd have to do like solid reason, and then I would be able to get that. I need to watch your stream, Super Todoroki. What have you been streaming recently? FNAF and just chilling? Nice, nice. Okay. Can't upgrade that. Alright. Over to here. Ooh, nothing there. Halfway there, I think. Ooh, double miss there. That was unlucky. And yes, we are exactly halfway there. What days, what time of days do you usually end up streaming Super Todoroki? There we go. Got lucky on that one. I suppose I could. Alright, so we'll use Unearth here. So 1 in 4 chance. A little better than 1 in 4 chance here. And then I think we'll use a Cordial after this to get my GP back. And there we go. Up over here. That also must be a bug that they have where the music doesn't play. Because typically there should always be a night theme or a day theme playing in the background. Yeah, so I don't know why that doesn't do that. It seems like it happens a lot more with Gathering. I suppose that's just because that's when I'm just wandering around out in the world, with silence going on. Or it would be nice if they'd play like the Leaf Quest music from time to time, because the Leaf Quest Gathering music's pretty decent. There we go. Ooh, keep it rolling. Wow, 3 out of 4 there. Karma. Karma, 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 chameleon. There we go. See if we can get lucky on this node here too. Nope. Ah. Bummer there. Bum 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 bum. Alright, we're almost to level 38, so that's nice. I'm not 100% sure. I suppose I could look that up, where the leaf quests are for this class. And botany. We'll probably need one for botany, too, to get to 40. dice there. Over to this node. Maybe we'll get lucky without increasing my odds here. Leveled up. That might increase my odds here. Oof. Alright, so we need to keep a wide berth between us and the big boss there. So we don't need to deal with that right now. Alright, 4 more. Alright. Completing more of the challenge log. A little bit of extra experience added onto things, which is nice. Let's see here if we can... Oh. It was nice actually having music. Where is that tab? There we go. So level... We're at 38. So level 35 through 39 is the Kurthus Central Highlands. So we might need to take an excursion up to there to get that. Because we'll probably need at least one more level before we can... turn in our class quest and hope to level up. Because I don't think we get 2 levels with it. Alright, we'll wait till this gets to 100 here. Okay. Alright, one more. Come on. Hey! Okay, that means then... Ooh. We can do that to complete our gathering logs that we've collected, both of those. Okay, so Kurthus Central Highlands then. To pick up 1 leave quest. We'll go to Camp Dragonhead. I'm not 100% sure if that's where this fella is at. X26, Y28 on the map. Yep. Oh, maybe not. X26, Y28. Probably going to be over here. So he's going to be in White Brim. So let's fly over to White Brim then. And pick up... Whoa! Cloud person. I think it is this person. Ah, she who is not an adventurer, perhaps is. Have you come for a leave by chance? Fieldcraft. Okay, he has fishing. Must be a different person here. Oh no, I went to the wrong place, didn't I? Cimarrant. This guy is for level 40 ones. Okay, so this is the fastest, actually. Probably the fastest thing is going to be just doing the Chocobo Key. And we'll go to... Actually, no. It is not going to be faster, is it? Yeah. And then we'll need to fly down south to the observatorium place. South. There we go. Now we've got our coordinates right. Yeah, there's the observatorium at Dragon Head here. Actually, it probably doesn't hurt to repair our gear. Here he is. Cimarrant. Oops. He has the botany ones too. Nice. I think we'll just take both of them. Oops. For both. Okay, so Salad Days is botany. Spear of Heaven is botany. So eye for an eye, and there are no good answers. So there's eye for an eye, and there are no good answers. Okay. Ordinary Karakul. So let's kick this off then. And we'll put that all the way up to 4 so we get maximum. Okay, so this is the one where we've got to maximize getting as many as we can. Bum, 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 bum. So as long as we get 4 out of each node, we're on pace. Alright, so that is a good start. And I think the more we get, the better our experience haul is. Yeah, it helps with just the general feel of things with the music in the background, right? All right, we're still on a good pace. I don't remember which duty that is there. We got somebody else here hitting the same node we're hitting. Distracting, throwing me off my rhythm. Alright, so we'll have to probably either use a cordial or just keep going after this without increasing my chances. Which I think we could probably just do that, seeing as how we have all of them but one. And then for speed of completion, we'll be better off. Alright, this is our last node then. Wow. Alright, that works. Nope. Okay, so Spear of Heaven, I believe, is a botany one. So we'll switch over to Botanist. And initiate that one. Straight oak logs. Ooh, my well, in this one, we don't have a limited amount of nodes. So it's really just all about how lucky we get with harvesting the ones that we're at. So we'll conserve GP for a moment here. Wow. That was a rough one. We were definitely on the lower end of the percentages there. See if we can recover here. Do the big one again here. Ooh. As long as that's the only miss, we're fine. Ah, 2 is okay also. so good at gathering, I can do it with one hand. Nice. That actually worked really well. XIV Windtalon. Okay, we can boost our chances again. Booster gold. Alright, see ya, Super Todoroki. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so see, that time the averages swung down on us, even though we should have been able to harvest pretty well out of that one. We were on the outside of that 79% there. We'll just keep rolling here. Still not quite to 5 minutes. I think it's within 5 minutes. That's when you get the speedy completion. So I think as long as we sort of keep with it. We'll double check that when we turn this one in. See where we stop here. Oh, I could have done an increased rate there. We'll do it on the next one. If we need a next one, one more. Yeah. Okay. So then let's actually travel up to the one that's farther away here. This was when you first ended up going to this environment, it was fairly refreshing, because the snow was interesting compared to a lot of the other ones. And it was also, oh, we can't actually. Down here is where we can land. I thought that was a landing spot. So then we'll switch back to Minor. And it was also interesting because I came to this area since I was a Lancer. After level 30, you have to do Dragoon, and Dragonhead was where the Dragoon trainer was. And so that was interesting because I felt like I was here before other people were. Which is, it's silly, but it was like, yeah, I'm ahead of the game. There are no good answers. Alright, this is the same as that last one. We're collecting blocks of snow. Several moons of snowfall, compacted and hardened to near rock-like consistency. We did not hit 80% on that gathering. Those gathering attempts. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, there's another one right here. I keep wanting to go to that one higher up there, but then they keep popping up here. We'll take it. Yeah, it's interesting. We were talking about last night when we recorded our a couple of our podcasts that I do with Outside is Overrated, and we were talking about Final Fantasy 1 and 2. It's kind of interesting, like, if you were to sit down when you were playing those games on the NES, like Final Fantasy 1 on the NES, to, like, imagine that this is where a Final Fantasy game would go at some point. Like, you're just wandering around mining this stuff, as opposed to, like, grinding through dungeons and trying to figure out where the heck you have to go to find the canoe to get to the dwarf village. It's just fascinating, the development of a series, right? We might need to use a cordial. Because we are struggling here with collecting these things. Oh, and then I go the wrong way. Oh, it's up over here. Around the corner again. And I'm pretty sure there was crafting classes in Final Fantasy XI too. So I am kind of curious what those were like compared to these. I've thought about it before, like trying to look at that. Oh nope, these are not in the Leaf Quest area. Whoopsies. That's right, just giving us more of an opportunity to recover some GP. We'll take it. You obtain nothing. This guy's just hanging out. Must be about to do the same Leave quest here. If we get really lucky... Oh no, we'll be one short even if we get really lucky. We did get pretty lucky, though. Alright, so we just gotta get one more out of this node, and then we're done. There we go. And then we actually will take the teleport back. Because our last botany quest is just outside. Fieldcraft. Oh no, collect reward. Speed of completion. Alright, that got us to 40. And eye for an eye. I was going to say, I don't really have... What is that? 35? I could maybe partake in that with my bard. But I don't think it's worth it. That's not what we're doing. We're not fighting today. Wow. Okay, so one more to do here. Hopefully we don't get attacked when we run through here. Oh, we're stealth. We should be okay. Hopefully we have to be outside and not inside the gates. And hopefully we don't have to jump back and forth between the two, because that'll slow us down. Alright, our last one here, Salad Days. Oh, we gotta collect stuff for chocobos? Oh, it is inside. There we go. Lush vegetation patches. This variety of weed grows flush with the ground, making it difficult to pull. So I'm trying to think. I don't really believe any of the games before 10 had any sort of crafting elements in them. And really, I don't think actually any of the mainline ones have any semblance of crafting. You could maybe say that the materia system would be as close as it would get to actual, like, crafting. Because in 9, you don't really have anything like that. 10, you don't. You just have the sphere grid. 12, I didn't play enough into. There's a chance that there's maybe some elements of that in 12. 13, I don't know if I played enough of that either, but I really don't think there were any elements of that. When you look at 15, the magic had an element of crafting to it. So when you would go to the nodes that they had, and most of them were just at where the campsites were, but some were in different places. And that's where you would collect your energy, your ether. I don't remember if they called it ether there or not. But you would collect your energy there, and then you could mix that with other items to make your magic spells, and different items would make them more powerful. So that's probably the closest to an actual, like, crafting and gathering system that any of the mainline Final Fantasies had. And that came after this game. Okay, yeah, we're still on a good pace here to at least complete. I say as I miss like twice in a row. Yeah, we just need one more. And this is our final node. We'll try to get as many as we can. See if we can get a bonus. I've got to get the bonus. One more. Nothing. You obtain... we don't need to be lazy. He's like right here. We could have teleported over here. It probably would have taken just as long as walking over here. Okay, so this will get us into 39. So then I believe we need to go to... We'll keep Botanist equipped. Actually, we'll go repair our gear. Okay. So we need to go now to Little Alamigo. Northeast of Little Alamigo in southern Thanalan. And then what we'll do, so we'll go there. We'll do our quest, gather the things that we need to gather, which is 20 high quality somethings. Hey, Buhadist, thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Make sure. Sorry, I don't have my bot set up yet. But everybody should give Buhadist a follow. Hey, Branch. How are things going this early Saturday morning for you, I believe? Welcome, Raiders. We're just doing a nice little chill Final Fantasy XIV stream. I am working on Best RPG Historian on Twitch. Oof. You might be overselling me a little bit, Branch, but I'm very interested in it, and am slowly learning more and more stuff. So yeah, playing something more modern right now. It's about 12:30, yep. There we go. So that's where we need to go, is up that direction. Hope you had a good week, Branch. And everybody rating. But yes, I will be playing Xenogears a little bit later tonight. After I turn in these quests and collect the level 40 quests, we'll probably call that it for Final Fantasy XIV. I'll take about a half hour and then eat some supper. And after that, then we'll jump into Xenogears for the rest of the night. Otherwise, I've been playing all sorts of different things up until that. Just finished the Final Fantasy Legend game. Hey, Buhadist, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. What is it that we need to collect? Laurel leaves. So we need 20 high-quality laurel leaves here. So we are right now doing gathering quests in Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO. Oops, I hit the wrong button. That's not going to help me. That's the one I needed to do. I needed to do Leaf Turn. So we need to collect 20 of these high-quality laurel leaves. And we have a 21% chance of it with each of these. And there we did not get any high-quality ones. So it's a little bit of a grind. More of just a nice... You were playing Final Fantasy X. Nice. Yeah, I was just talking about Final Fantasy X. So correct me if I'm wrong. So somebody who had never played a Final Fantasy game asked, what would be... Hey, dang, level 40. What would be the best Final Fantasy game to start off with? And I started off by asking, like, if they like more... action-oriented games or more kind of like turn-based types of things. I actually settled on Final Fantasy X because it's still turn-based, but there's enough dynamics within it, and it has voice acting. Play 7, then leave it at that. You're only really a fan of Final Fantasy VII, Branch, and that's about it for Final Fantasy games? So I recommended 10. I said if you wanted more action-oriented stuff, 7 Remake, or... Oh, we're already running low on GP. You like 6, 7, 9, and Remake. 7 is the best? I go back and forth a lot. I have a hard time including 14... because even though it's in the mainline numbering scheme, it just isn't quite... it's just so different from the other games, it's hard. Though I love Final Fantasy XIV a lot. Even though I am really struggling to collect high-quality things right now. So 12 is one of those that came out at a time when I was in college... and I didn't play games as much anymore, so I only played like the first couple hours of 12 and never really played much more of it. Because that was like, at that time in my life, I was playing nothing but Grand Theft Auto and like Rock Band, or not Rock Band, Guitar Hero at that point. because those were like the social games that you're doing with all sorts of people. I do like the look of Vandal Hearts. That was a lot of fun. So I think that would be something that I definitely want to check out at some point. It's weird. I've played quite a few of those different games like that, those strategy games, but other than the original Fire Emblem now, like I've never finished any of them, which is just crazy. Like Final Fantasy Tactics, I was an idiot when I played Final Fantasy Tactics and didn't realize that you could grind to level up. So I got to like the 4th mission and just couldn't beat it because my guys weren't high enough level, and bashed my head against it for a while and then just had to stop because I was like, well, this game's impossible. And then after that, I've played some Disgaea. I can't remember which one, but I've played one of the Disgaea games for a while, which falls into that mold. And then it was a long break until I played Fire Emblem Three Houses. Really enjoyed it, never beat it. And then streamed Fire Emblem when Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light came out. I have Valkyria Chronicles. I would really like to play that. That is one of the many, many games that's on my backlog. Is that one of your favorites, Branch? It's funny, I was actually, when we were recording a podcast last night, we were talking a little, Vandal Hearts came up afterwards when we were talking about strategy RPGs. One of the guys really enjoyed that one. Both Vandal Hearts 1 and Vandal Hearts 2. And then we were also talking about, oh my gosh, is it Valkyrie Profile? Is that the one that's in the same world as Final Fantasy? It's in Ivalice. So the same world as Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's like a 3D RPG. You might do Valkyria Chronicles 4 later this year because you like the first one a lot. Nice, Buddhist. Yeah, I have the remastered version of the first one. I never played it. I picked it up because it was on sale, and it was like I'm a sucker for like the hard case, special edition, like metal cases and stuff like that. Yeah, Vagrant Story is a dungeon crawler, yep. That game, it did not look like survived the test of time graphically very well. It is definitely a graphical style. It's very blocky. Yeah, I would definitely be interested in checking that out too, Buddhist. Okay, so after this, we will drink a cordial so that I can get my GP back. So GP are like your gathering points, so that's what you spend, kind of like you use magic points to do magic abilities. That's what you spend to do your gathering abilities. Oh, I'm still on a recast timer for that. All right, well, we gotta wait then. We have to wait then. That's all right. We're just chilling. We're just chilling and chatting. So, but I really enjoyed Fire Emblem 1 a lot. And I actually really enjoyed the DS remake of that, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. The one stream I played of that. There is a chance I maybe go back to streaming that at some point. But I really do want to jump back into more of those strategy RPGs. I really need to go back and play Final Fantasy Tactics, because for some of my friends, that's their favorite Final Fantasy game. It's just it's a big blind spot in my gaming background, gaming history. Then again, I have a lot of blind spots in my gaming history. Ollie lent you a chipped copy of Tactics when you were a kid. So that was that what did that do to it? Did it unlock certain things? Oh, you had to play in Japanese and black and white? So was that on the you play that on the Game Boy Advance then? You just gave up? So did you all see the Nintendo Direct yesterday and the announcement of Project Triangle Strategy? Only issue you had, Buhadist, with Final Fantasy Tactics is the translation. Oh, so the Android version fixes that? So, is that the same as the... That's only on Android, though? That wasn't any of the other more modern releases of Final Fantasy Tactics? Like, did... Because, like, the Game Boy Advance version is War of the Lions. Was that better translation, too? But, yeah, some of those early... Well, like Final Fantasy VII, too, also has some pretty rough, like, localization decisions that were made. It's not nearly as bad as 6 was. Final Fantasy VI does have some very questionable things. It's interesting. Xenogears so far, I'm maybe a fifth of the way through the game. Maybe a little bit less than that. Xenogears actually has some really good writing. That's like a step up from what I've remember from Final Fantasy games. And then again, that might be speaking to the quality of the Japanese script also, but it seems like from a localization perspective, they did a really good job with it so far. It is very anime. That is for sure. Yeah, I don't know if I could play a long, huge RPG in a language I don't understand. I am so much into the storyline of it. Like, that's one of the things that really hooks and grabs me. I don't know that I could play it and either be frustrated with trying to piece together what it means in the broken Japanese that I understand, compared to... Or just, like, skip on understanding what's going on. So I can see why you would drop off of that branch. The DS version might be okay. You just have not found a good version for PC or PlayStation with good translation. It's really interesting, like, because Square has been doing a lot recently of either remaking or remastering a lot of their games. Now, granted, I really don't think that any of the... I don't know that any of the remasters they've done have actually touched any of the localization. So, like, when they put out the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII, I don't know that they changed any of the translation stuff with that at all. I think they maybe did a little bit for Final Fantasy VI. But then again, a lot of that was fixed with the PlayStation version when that was put out in the late 90s. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I am going to be streaming. Not 100% sure what time yet. I will probably be starting around 3:30, 4 o'clock Central Time. And not sure if I'll be doing Xenogears or Final Fantasy 14, or if I'll get like a wild hair to stream something else. But yeah, I will be streaming sometime tomorrow afternoon. The earliest would probably be 3 o'clock Central. just because I have some stuff going on during the day. I am virtually judging online high school speech tournament. So, which I typically do that in person in the springs. But this year with COVID-19, everything's virtual. So this will be the first weekend I do that. Okay, yeah, sounds good. That'd be great to see you. And if not, there is always next time. But I'm glad you guys popped by today for a little bit before you went to bed. It's also interesting, like, playing the Final Fantasy Legend. And we were talking a little bit earlier about Final Fantasy 1 and 2 also, because one of my friends recently beat Final Fantasy 1 for the first time, and then jumped into 2 for the second time, and was enjoying it a little bit more than his first time trying it. It's interesting because I really struggled to get into Final Fantasy 2 just because of how wonky, like, learning the battle system was with that. And I was trying to figure out, because Final Fantasy Legend, so the Game Boy game, which they recently released in the Collection of Saga on the Switch, I didn't have as many problems with the grindiness of that and the leveling of that. I think part of it is that because you have multiple different character types and only some of them upgrade like the characters in Final Fantasy 2, I think having that mix made it more palatable as opposed to the way it was in Final Fantasy 2, where it's like, all right, if you're gonna have more HP, you have to take damage from things. And I always struggled with my healers or my casters taking enough damage earlier on to get enough HP for some of the later zones. And I think part of it was just I needed to do smarter, like, grinding in some of the initial areas more in order to accomplish that more wisely. Because I was able to, like, level up weapons, my ability with weapons, pretty easily. Because it's like, yeah, I can attack a zillion times with this weapon type, and then mix it and attack a zillion more times with this other weapon type. All right, one more high quality one. That's all we need. We'll see if we can get lucky, since we don't have any more GP right now to cast Leaf Turn. Nope, not working on any story stuff today. Just doing gathering and crafting stuff. Although I am probably going to be switching to Xenogears in a little bit. How you doing, Zach? Good to see you. So, yep, just out here harvesting these lush vegetation patches. Need one more high-quality laurel leaf. That's all I need. All I need in life. Hey! Alright, and then we'll go up to this other one here. Have you made any more progress, Zach, on your quest to try to get to level 50 crafting? Wearing new glasses and they're a little blurry. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while to get used to it. Otherwise, sometimes they do get the... leveled up. 41. Nice. Sometimes they do get the prescription a little wrong, right? So hopefully it's not that. Or hopefully it's just a little bit of adjusting and that's it. I am definitely glad I was able to get LASIK done. And don't have to deal with glasses anymore. Because, yeah, it was not fun. Alright, so we recorded those. So now, whoops. Let's go here. And let's dump a couple of things that we don't need. I really don't need any of these things. I really just grabbed them. so that I had... Yeah. I will keep that because it's high quality. Okay, so we're in Ul'dah, so then... You're going to play a little today and try to get to the diadem stuff? Nice. Yeah, the diadem's interesting. You can go in there if you're under... like 30, I think, is the minimum level for the diadem. Maybe it's even 20. I went in there. The only thing is you don't get very good stuff if you're lower level. But it is an interesting area. I probably should be just doing that to gather some of this stuff. But Ultros finally became the final server to finish the Ishgard restoration. So I was able to partake in the final fate for that last night and this morning, the final fates. So I helped finish building the pool, and then I finished the statue, which is a Weaver statue, which is kind of funny because it's basically just two of the little like looms that they use if you do the Weaver class. It's pretty dumpy looking. I did record a video on my PS5. I haven't had a chance to post it on Twitter yet. But I'm going to do that. It was an interesting thing. So many people that, like, the game couldn't load all of them on the screen. So basically it would just show as many as it could around you. And as people would leave, they'd disappear and more would pop up. It was insane, the amount of people that were taking part in those last couple of fates. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, and that was like... Other than going to the diadem once as a botanist, like that was all I ever did for Ishgardian restoration. But hey, I was there at the end. That's all that mattered. All right, so let's change into miner. Oh, I already did. So let's go to the Miners Guild and turn in my quest here. The Steps of Thal. Neanderthal. Which crafting and gathering classes are you focusing on, Zach? Woo! Woo! Wide Gully. You'll find your raw amethysts near about Hopeseed Pond over in the Central Shroud. Let's see how much you're willing to risk for 20 of them. Gahaha! Here you go, Chucko. So this guy is like our... I wouldn't even say frenemy. He is our rival in the Miners Guild. Bugger me. You mined these amethysts? And such fine samples. I can't believe you made it past all them nasty creatures. Though might be as it's time I stopped being so surprised. You God's damned adventurers come through more often than I care to admit. Any road, it's one thing to find the amethysts, but do you even know aught about them? The properties? What they represent? Huh, thought not. Well, here's a free lesson. Amethysts are lightning aspected gemstones, prized as embodiments of calmness, decisiveness, and intuition. In coming back with such a large haul of them, it would seem you've got all these things. I might have been hasty to pass judgment. The more I see you work, the more I see why the Guildmaster's so fond of you. Is he softening to us? I never imagined an adventurer would give me my toughest competition, and I was learned better than that. To take every adversary earnestly. Seems I'll have to redouble my efforts if I'm to secure my place as the best in the business. Don't you worry about the precious amethysts you brought. I'll see them safe to the guild stores. I look forward to our next contest, adventurer. That's when I'll drive the pickaxe home that I am the better miner. Okay, so I think last time we said we were going to get either the gloves or the doublet. Hunter Green. Let's get the gloves. Bum, 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 dun, dun, dun. dun, 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 dun. And level 41. So before I continue, because I keep forgetting to add my things when I get them. And then gloves. We got new gloves. Fingerless boarskin gloves. And then we can go to Fisher and add that. And then we can go to Botanist and add that. There we go. Focused on Leatherworker, Goldsmith, Blacksmith, Weaver, and Alchemist. Mining and Botany. You're not focused on fishing or culinary. Yeah, I mean, culinary I think is interesting to actually, like, level the things. And it's useful to have the food that gives you the bonuses for the different things. But, yeah, fishing is by far my least favorite gathering class. Just because of, like, I started this stream sand fishing for, I think it was like 80 casts until I finally caught the one fish I needed for my quest. That's just a little bit too grindy for my tastes. Alright, Adalberta. She would like to entrust me with a difficult task. Have you heard, Callista? The latest tally has you tied with Wide Gully as the guild's highest earner. You started as a novice with a rusty pickaxe. Now you're one of our stoutest pillars. You've truly come a long way, my friend. I find myself turning to you more often for difficult orders, the bulk of which have been coming from Deep Canyon. As you should well know from past expeditions, these tend to entail going to dangerous locales. I'm loath to put my people in harm's way, but the concern owns us. In truth, if not in name, it'd be ill done to refuse their requests, no matter how onerous. But just this once, I've a mind to do just that. I can't in good conscience order you to a wild place like Kurthis, merely for the sake of 20 high-quality pieces of jade. Aye, that's what Deep Canyon is requesting this time. And if I have to send someone, you've rightly proven yourself the best candidate. But you should understand how risky the endeavor. Think long and hard before you do something we both regret. I grew up in Kurthis. No, I didn't, but... While you're mulling it over, though, I should let you know that Wide Gully wanted a word. You'll find him in the usual place. Yep, back over here. I take it you've heard about the job, and I can tell from the look in your eyes that you're already on board with giving it a go. When you came back with the amethyst that last time, I came to realize something. A true miner must be prepared to risk life and limb for his prize. Mining for jade at no less a place than Haldrath's March in Kurthis would be the perfect way to put my conviction to the proof. I challenge you to another contest. The first to find 20 high-quality pieces of jade and deliver them to Adalberta is the winner. The superior miner by all objective measures. Alright. We got you, Captain. So, we will switch to Botanist, and then we'll go to Gridania to turn that in. Okay. Sounds good, Zach. All right, let's see here. Botany Guild. Boom. But yeah, most of the gathering classes end up being a bit of a grind. But like I said, it's kind of good to just sort of relax too, especially if you enjoy the things you're doing for those. I enjoy the mining ones and the botany ones quite a bit more than how fishing works. I would ask you to harvest 20 of the freshest, most fragrant floral leaves you can find from the lush vegetation in the northeast of Little Alamigo. Oh, well, she already said that to us. Fufucha. Take a look at my laurel leaves. Let me see here. 1920, and nary a withered leaf among the lot. Yanny will be pleased as peas. Speaking of which, Callista, do you know why laurel is so prized by culinarians across the realm? Not only does it boast a most pleasant aroma, deep yet not overpowering, the perfect accent to a savory stew or seasoning for a steak, but it is also known to stimulate the appetite. The brave men and women of the God's Quiver feast now, but it is only a matter of time before they are summoned back to the field of battle. Deliver the laurel to Yanny, that she might prepare a feast that will warm their hearts as well as sate their stomachs. Oh, so now I have to go take it to her? Take it to her. Shake it, baby. I don't know why Duke Nukem popped into my head right there. Shake it, baby. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. I'm here to deliver laurel leaves and chew bubble gum. Greetings, friend. Are you perchance the botanist to whom Fufucha entrusted my order for laurel? Sure am. Well, I can see why Fufucha is always singing your praises. These will be among the crispest, most aromatic laurel leaves ever to grace my spice rack. XIV raiding parties grow more relentless with each passing day. I fear that the day will soon come when we can no longer afford to feast our men as heartily as we do today. Still, Gridania's finest require sustenance as much as they need their lances and bows. I am but a simple culinarian, but I would do what I can to support my countrymen, and yet there is only so much I can accomplish on my own. In any event, I am grateful for your aid. Pass along my thanks to Fufucha, and let her know that I shall be calling upon your services again. Sounds good. Bum, 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 bum. I hear Yanny was overjoyed with your delivery. Thanks to you, she'll be able to prepare a feast befitting the triumphant occasion. And yet, truth be told, I take no pleasure in martial victories. Every day that we continue to water the soil with blood, I fear we lose something of what we once were. There was a time when Gridanian and Ixal alike lived in harmony with nature and with each other. Is there no other way to resolve our differences than with lance and arrow? Forgive me, Callista. I do not mean to burden you with my troubles. Okay, so now it's the doublet that we're going to get. Because everything else we're all set on. And we'll grab the next quest, and then we'll make sure we have all the right equipment on people. Go to Doma and sell stuff. And then that will probably be wrapping things up. Oh, good evening, Callista. Forgive me if I seem a bit pensive. If you must know, the thought that our harvests are contributing to the war effort has been weighing heavily on my heart. What I truly wish is to be an agent of peace, but what can a humble botanist do? In the meanwhile, another order has come in from Yanny, this time for zucchini in large quantities. No, I'm afraid our homegrown harvest simply will not suffice. Fortunately, they are said to grow wild and in abundance in the Lanaska region. I would ask you to travel to eastern Lanaska and harvest 20 of the finest zucchini you can find from the area south of Raincatcher Gully. When you are through, bring them here to me. Alright, so I think we got a new hatchet. Yes, we did. And then we got the hat, which we can also put on my miner. And then we've got that. We have the level 35 gloves. We should maybe look into getting a different belt that would help us actually with gathering. And then shoes and pants are what we're going to get this next time through with our classes. And I don't think there's any of these other ones that are better for crafting. Nope. CP, not GP. Yeah, so what I'm looking at is the bonuses that they provide, and whether those provide us with anything that's going to help us with our gathering. So either gathering, perception, or GP. That is something that might help us if I pick up some of those from the shops or the market board. So that might be something we look into doing next time. Okay, so we're all set. These shoes definitely clash with the rest of our motif. Everything else kind of works together. The shoes do not. But this is a gathering contest, not a looks contest. Bum 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 bum. Okay, and then we can go to Fisher. Make sure that's got these new things. Okay. And we'll switch to Dragoon for now. For the trip to Doma. You got those shoes as well? They look like they're made for mountaineering. Yes. I suppose when you're gathering, you got to do a lot of, like, hardcore exploring, right? Well, and really, it seems like for these, the items tend to be like 2 or 3 different things and just variations off of those. Is basically what it seems like. So we'll do all of our mending here. Muscle memory with this now. Okay, so let's go through our old equipment and see if we have any materia to pull out. Ooh, I can actually pull out some materia from that. That's my White Mage's main equipment right now. Though I probably should get something higher since my White Mage is at 56 now. I should probably upgrade that. So not seeing anything else that has 100% Spirit Bond here. Oh, Liberator does, huh? Interesting. I don't remember the last time I would have used that, so... Okay, hats. Where are my goggles? Right here. Yeah, I did. I was chatting about that a little bit earlier. So yeah, what did you think of it? I actually really enjoyed it. It was weird because, so yeah, the Project Triangle strategy demo. It was really weird because I wasn't. Well, obviously, I wasn't expecting that game was going to be there. It's strange that they drop you into like chapter 6, I think is what pops up on the screen, and there's like so much story. Like a lot of the emphasis of the demo is like the story, and it's weird because you're coming in the middle of it, so you have no idea who these people are really or what's going on, other than just like the gist I got was like shit serious. This is, but otherwise the gameplay was a lot of fun. The weird thing about it is, so like the triangle strategy thing, like the whole triangle thing is like an important part of Fire Emblem, like the identity of Fire Emblem. The weird thing about this is that it didn't seem like it follows that weapon triangle. Like the whole triangle thing is about like the 3 different types of like decisions you make in the like the dialogue decisions, and it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with like sword beats this, beats that, beats that. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to sell those until I go to a materia melder either. But otherwise, like, the one map that I played of it, I didn't play the second one yet, but I played the first map, and that was a lot of fun. I killed one of my characters very stupidly. The fire mage, I kind of threw to the wolves. She took out, like, 2 things, but got, like, just surrounded. Otherwise, it was interesting. I do like that it had the, I like that it had the sort of rest to build up your dots, kind of like how Octopath Traveler had. I think that's like a really interesting thing to have in a tactics game like that. What did you think about it, Zach? And did anybody else in chat try the Project Triangle strategy demo? You think you prefer Final Fantasy Tactics? It's beautiful, but you'll probably get it, though. You're not super excited for it, but you'll probably get it. Yeah. I really want to go back and give Octopath Traveler another go. I enjoyed it enough. It just got to be a little too samey eventually. So I really need to try... I need to try to finish that and see it through. And see what, like, where it goes. There we go. Have you played... I can't remember. Have you played Octopath Traveler before? Because I know Jizo is slowly working through it, also. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately... Okay, those I can actually get rid of. Actually, yeah, those I'm actually wearing. So yeah, so one of the systems in the game is you have this spirit bond. So underneath the condition on the... Oh, you... You guys actually can't see it because it's behind my fat head. But basically, the more you use a weapon, the more you become bonded to it. And once you get to 100% bond, it grows a materia in it that you can extract. And then use that to imbue other weapons or gear that has slots in it with materia. And so you kind of have to check to see if your spirit bond is maxed out with items every now and again to extract that materia. The higher level the equipment is, the higher level the materia that you pull out for that given type. And I never need an excuse. So the reason I'm here is I'm going to sell some of my stuff once I get the materia deslotted. Plus, I don't need an excuse to listen to Science theme in this game, so... Yes. So, yeah, Zach, some of the voice acting sounds read as opposed to performed, but some voice acting nails it. Beat a few main stories in Octopath, but need to do a lot of grinding for the bosses you're facing now. Yeah, that's kind of where I dropped off too. Also, once I got all of the characters, and it seemed like some of them were so equally samey. So it's like there was 4 different characters, but then you had like a different skin of each one to make it to the 8. Was kind of disappointing. I know my friend Tom, that is one of the things he's mentioned a couple of times on his podcast. Being like his sort of main detracting factor of the game. But yes, some like the main character, not Roland, but the S word character, his lines were like mailed in. They, like, and I don't want to knock somebody because it's not like I'm the greatest voice actor in the world. It's not like I am a voice actor because I'm not. But yeah, his lines were rough, but some of the other ones were actually really well. So I'm guessing that's maybe something that they're going to be working on punching up before the game comes out. Some of it might just be like placeholder reads by some people until they get stuff recorded, because that's one of those things that could be, because of the pandemic, taking a lot longer. So I could see that maybe being a possibility. I would really be curious to see like how that maybe changes. Oh. Shoot. Inventory. All right, let's see what recipes. Sauerkraut ratatouille. I'm not quite to 35, and I don't know I'd need 110. So I can make amethyst with that as goldsmith or lightning ward. Okay, so amethyst I'm actually getting close to being able to make. Some of that stuff I might hold on to those. Okay, so let's sell a couple things here first. Or donate. So we can get rid of the Allegan bronze pieces. Laurels I'm going to get rid of. Let's see. Rock salt, I've been doing stuff with that. I needed that for a thing. Bum, bum, bum. I don't think I'm going to need these antline slugs at all. Yeah. So we'll just get rid of them here. Shroud butter. Chamomile. What is that used for? Arbor flooring, coronal straw hat, botanist dried herbs, chamomile tea. Oh, chamomile tea I might actually be able to make. And that'll be good for my white mage. So I'll hold on to some of this. I'll hold on to this chamomile, I think. Alright, let's split this. So I have 90. I can get rid of 50 of them, I think. Oh, shoot. I should have donated that stuff while I had it. Split. Botch job. Botch job. I'm screwing everything up. Okay, so those I can get rid of. Those I can get rid of. These 2, 3. So let's donate that stuff. Okay. So then we can go in here and we can split these. Okay. So 50, we'll donate the 50 of them, because I don't think I need that many. Let's see. Armory chests. So then we can get rid of the old steel pickaxe. Oh, I still have... Okay, I can't get rid of that then. I can get rid of my axe, though. So I don't think I can get rid of my old... Let's sort here so I can see. That's crafting. So I think you can, but like I want to extract the materia off of it before I do. Oh yeah. So like for the things that I have bound, yes. So like this one has binding, so I can donate this. But I'm gonna hold on to that until I get all of my. Although, if my crafting classes, none of them have it. Oh, but not all of them are at 15 yet. So I'll hold on to that for a moment. Let's see. Okay, they're up here. Oh, but I have botch job, and I don't have any of those changed yet. Okay, well, we'll donate these, and then see, is there... How lucky are we? Is there a materia melder here? I highly doubt there is. Okay. Because you have to... Because you can only remove materia with a materia melder too, right? Am I right with that, Zach, or not quite? Okay, so let's entrust some of this materia here. So I clear up a little bit of space in my inventory. Eventually we'll need some of that back. Okay. So then we can go to Limsa. I think the material melder is the closest. Yeah, I mean, I never did either. That was the first time I slotted materia in was when I did it that last gathering stream. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Are like people just not loading in, or is Limsa really this dead right now? Oh no, things didn't. Not everything loaded in yet. Haha, that was weird. Looks like there's some server issues. I'm pretty sure I can remove materia, right? I guess I have to look that up. Let's see here. Consult IT quickly. How to remove... So how to remove, the first one was how to remove Sprout. So that's how to extract materia. How to remove attached materia. Oh, so you have to go to Mutamix in order to do that, huh? North of Ul'dah. Is that Blackbrush Station, I think? Would I have not? I could have sworn I would have learned how to do that by now, though. Is he east of Horizon? Let's see. My pickaxe has it in. Retrieve materia. Okay, I can do that. Alright. So I'm just an idiot. I would need a materia melder to add it into another one. Okay. Well, I just wasted like 2,000 gil hopscotching around the world. Oh well. Such is life. Easy come, easy go. Oh, and I tried your tactic, Zach. Someone with some high quality fish was undercutting the price a lot, so I bought it and then resold theirs and mine. Hopefully, oh, I put them out there. We'll see if they sell. That's still up in the air. Okay, so let's go back to my armory chest. The goggles did not have it in it. The old doublet did, if I can find it. That's the crafting one. This is the one I'm wearing. This one. Nope. So it's not the amateur's Kurta. Here it is. Retrieve materia. Begin. Begin. Okay. Did my gloves have them too? Yep. Retrieve materia. I can't check both of them. I have to go in one at a time, it looks like. And then I think you can get to a certain level and you can slot your own materia, is that right? Or do you always have to use a melder? Alright, so now I can donate that stuff. So, steel pickaxe, going in the bin. I think that's everything that's not in a thing. I already gave away the goggles. Yep, this is the level 27 one because this is the one that's equipped now. And then these gloves. I mean, it's not much more, but it is more than if I were to sell them on the thing, and it's more than if I just tossed them in the garbage. Maybe as a crafter, which would make sense, yeah. Like maybe goldsmith or something like that, since they deal with stones. Like logically, that makes sense to me. Whether that's how the game works or not, big question. I don't think we're gonna hit my budget for this week. Like that's one thing they've talked about is that, like some people will just buy certain items. That they know they'll like sell at a markup. All right, so I think that is going to be everything for Final Fantasy 14 tonight. So let's go back to New Gridania and go to our room. And then, yeah, so I'm going to take like about a half-hour break to get some supper. And then once I'm done with that, then, hour, then we will fire up Xenogears and play Xenogears for a couple hours tonight. And that is the plan. Yeah. So be about an hour, and we'll be back. So yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the raid, Buddhist. I really appreciate it. Good to see you, Branch, Oliver, Zach. Super Todoroki was in here. Let's see. Club Soda for stopping by earlier on. I know you're not here now. But yeah, thanks everybody. And have a great evening. We'll see you in an hour if you don't have anything going on this night. And we can do some Xenogears action. So take care. Thanks all. Have a good one.